straight losses. Switch up and turn into bosses. No chase of straight losses. Switch it up, turn to bosses.
Hey, welcome back. Straight Losses. I know it's been a while, and you gotta forgive me, man. Life's been going on in life, you know what I'm saying? The sky has literally been falling down around me, so. so you gotta forgive me. But we got a special guest here today, man. Real cool guy. I'm out here in this undisclosed location.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, cool vibe. Always on the grill. You know, he on the turntables. Family man, you know, great guy. You gonna introduce yourself and.
All right, man. You know, y'all just call me Ali. Go by Ali. You know what I'm saying? Want the Instagram handle, whatever, d.ali.og. That's how you find me.
Oh, can you say it one more time a little bit slower so they hear you?
d.ali.og. That's how you find me.
All right, for sure, man. All right, so obviously we met during work. Cool dude, man. You know, I'm an old school player from way back, you know what I'm saying? From the Himalayas, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so one of your biggest interests is DJing, man. What are some losses that you learned from DJing? Because you know it can't be easy. Not everybody makes it to the top or even becomes good at it.
Not. I guess my biggest loss right now, I ain't getting paid, brother. I ain't getting paid. No, crazy thing is, I'm DJing at the little club, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And brother, they ain't even giving me drink vouchers. No drink. Yeah, I'm paying for my own drinks too. But you know what? It's a service. I'm building myself up.
Yeah.
So my biggest loss right now, I ain't getting paid for doing what I'm doing.
The only thing you getting paid is an experience.
That's what I do it for, you know.
So
everybody got to start from somewhere.
For sure.
Everybody got to start from somewhere. But I mean, other than that, you'll have some mess ups here and there. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I blew out a speaker the other day. Doing the hypest song of the whole set, man. Dropped that Chief Keef.
Chief Keef.
Dropped that
Chief
Keef.
Anybody knock out the speaker getting crazy with that Chief Keef.
Man, it got to that point.
Oh man, but how is it controlling the crowd? Because you know you hear about DJs and controlling the crowd and the vibe and everything. Is that a real thing?
It is, for sure. It is. Everybody doesn't have the same taste, but normally when you have a group of people in the room, you can kind of tell by looking at them, you know. But it's all about playing those tracks. So, you know, I love my hip hop and R&B. So, you know, I always start my sets off with some smooth R&B. You know, not too lovey dovey, but you know, we talking about like Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? The early Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Wall to wall. You know what I'm saying? That Chris Brown. You know, and then we get into a little like, you know, Usher. Okay. Yeah, with Lil Jon Luda, and then, you know, those the more hype R&B songs, you know, at the time. And then once I see where they at with that, okay, now I can transition into this. Transition to some early 2000s hip hop, and then, you know, if they really about it, then I'll drop some dance hall and some reggaeton on them and see what they really about.
Okay. So do you base what you play off for what you see in the crowd? Because again, we don't like to be, we like to pay attention to our crowd, right? So if the crowd comes in, a particular crowd that's not normal of what you're used to, do you switch up the vibe for them or do you stay you?
As long as I'm getting the reaction from the music that I'm currently playing, I'll stick to it. That's really the best thing that you can do. You really won't please everybody.
For sure.
You know, but if majority of the people on the dance floor, they loving it, you know what I'm saying? I'm sticking to that.
All right. So have you ever had a night where you felt like you want to quit and throw it all away? Like, has there been a moment where you were just embarrassed because things didn't go the way you wanted them to? Has that ever happened to you?
So I wasn't too much embarrassed because it didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. But there were external forces making that situation, you know. Somebody don't want to see me shine, brother. They do. They don't want to see me shine, you know. So
even in the DJ game, you got people hating on
you? Yeah. I mean, because if you think about it, you know, we are where we are.
For sure. Yeah, culture, because it's some things you can't fake. And if you know the culture, if you know what a song actually means, you can hear a song, but you can't feel a song.
Exactly.
So some people, they can hear a song, but they don't feel or understand it. So I can understand that.
So, I mean, like, you know, word on the street, they tired of that. It's a very predictable set that said person does.
Yeah.
And for somebody like me to come in, I know the scene, I know the culture, I know the crowd, I know what they want to hear. I'm playing that.
Oh, so you saying somebody's a Spotify playlist person,
Mm-hmm.
DJ?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, if you had 30 different sets, I think that Spotify DJ thing could work. If you just had 30 different sets and you swapped them out every 3 months, so you could get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, but if you're a habitual clubber, it's like, hey, you gonna realize. I used to go to a restaurant all the time. They used to have the same playlist on there, but I went there so often. It was Surfers in Okinawa, Sanabe Surfers. Yeah, it's on my Mac. It's on my MacBook somewhere. They're like family, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shouts out. I hope y'all doing well. But yeah, I heard the same song. It takes a while, but I hear the playlist over and over again. So they start asking me for playlists. Like, hey, do you know old school R&B? I said, of course I do. And, you know what I'm saying? I went deep. I dropped them on that In Vogue. What's it gonna be? Ooh, that thing was hit. She's like, I've never heard that. I said, yup. But yeah, if you're in your bag and you understand that, do you feel like DJing is just a hobby to you, or do you feel like it's something that you want to take further?
I could definitely see myself going further with it for sure. Definitely can. I mean, it did start out as a hobby. I mean, as long as it stays fun, you know what I'm saying? It won't ever feel like work. But like I always enjoy music. You know how it is. Sure. You listening to music them Saturday mornings. You wake up. Oh yeah. Granny got the music going. You know what I'm saying? Y'all cleaning the crib and
man. Who you telling? Now,
it
was Kurt Franklin for us. Mom. Here's the thing: the black people. Look, we gotta take it easy on our kids, man. y'all don't understand. I grew up on a farm. And so Monday through Friday, I had to get up 5 o'clock in the morning to get ready for school. And sometimes I had to get up earlier to feed the animals. So now you got to think about that. That means Monday through Friday, I got to get up super early. Sunday, ain't no doubt about it. We going to church. We getting up, going to church for Sunday school and church, sometimes 2 services. But Saturday is the only day as a child that we had to sleep in. And what happens? We wake up to Kurt Franklin slowly getting turned up every 2 to 3 minutes. And my mom had this boom box, right? And it was a nice size boom box. She would take it and put it near our rooms and turn on Kurt Franklin to try to wake us up. Like, Mom, y'all got to understand, we don't have any other day to sleep in. We are working full time as kids. And then now it's like, oh, I didn't know. It's like, you wouldn't have listened if I would have told you.
She was trying to make sure y'all wake up filled with the spirit, man. That's all.
I mean... But we always had a spirit. You're going to wake up with some oil, with the cross on your forehead. You know what I'm saying? They're going to pray about you. You're going to hear some tongues getting spoken in the middle of the night. You going to woke up. Oh, okay. Yeah, bless him. Yeah, thank you, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't going to turn on no prayer now. That's one thing about me. I ain't going to turn it down unless, they ain't really about that life. Yeah. You ain't about that life.
Everybody can't pray for you, man.
Yeah. You don't need that. But back to it. So on this journey, you don't have to say what you do and what type of job you do because, we like to keep that disclosed. Like, what made you take on this opportunity? Was there any losses that forced, I wouldn't say forced, but made it easier for you to make the decision to join your new career field that you're in now?
Well, I mean, what forced me, look, I was just living life, man. Like, I didn't have a absolute direction. So I knew I needed a career. I knew I needed to do something with my life.
Gotcha.
I wasn't going to school at this time. I was just working.
Gotcha.
I got tired of the 9 to 5. So I knew that, I needed to have a career. So just sitting, working the 9 to 5, I said at some point I'll do what I do now. Sure. And, it was just, what better time than now,
I feel
so. That and it was some other things. It was getting a little rocky. Relationships was getting a little testy.
A little testy. Oh man, the water's getting a little strong, huh?
You know what I'm saying? The current was picking up, big dog. It was sink or swim. You know what I'm saying? It was sink or swim.
Oh, bro, I've been there, boy. Like I tell you all the time, boy. I've been in some relationships. I thought I knew what love was, man. Love was choke slamming my socks off, my boy. It was bad. Like I've had some really rough days, man. So I mean, I can talk about mine all day, but I mean, but you the guest, so you know what I'm saying.
mean, look, I don't think I had nothing that bad, but yeah, for sure I had my fair share of ups and downs in my relationships, man. But that's bridge under the water, you know what I'm saying? It really made me who I am today, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I mean, being taken advantage of in some relationships, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being played to the side in some relationships, like, you know what I'm saying? Thinking that is one thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's something totally different, like, yeah, we started out, just hanging out, you know what I'm saying? But you can only do that so many times until you get a connection, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna get hurt in the situation regardless.
Yeah, eventually.
So I just try to treat people as good as as I want to be treated. So I don't have nothing happen to me in the end.
For sure. I mean, whatever you put out into the world is gonna come back to you. So many different people across history just say it differently. In the Bible, they say if you reap, you sow. They say you're gonna have bad karma. You know what I'm saying? What goes around comes around. I mean, there's so many different ways, but you can't expect to put negativity in the world and expect it to come back. Expect goodness to come back. It's just like anybody I meet, I try to treat you like family. I try to take care of you. Like, hey, you need anything? I got you. Because sometimes, like today, I need help, and boom, just like that. The people that I treat like family, they hook me up and they help me out, and when I was on a tough spot. So it's just, I mean, same thing. Like I can't be out here lying. First, like I can't be out here lying to these women, man, because you gotta answer to it, right? Eventually,
right.
Because if you out here lying to these women, what's gonna happen is when it's your turn, Jesus, it's gonna be like 10 times. And again, now I ain't gonna lie to you, I dealt with some traumatic stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you, a lot of people wouldn't be breathing. If they dealt with what I dealt with, and I ain't gonna hold you on that. But and it's not, it just shows like with the right mindset, the right support, we can all find resilience in anything, man. Just I don't want to make this all about me because I'm literally I got a little movie on the way. You know what I'm saying? A little short film on the way.
I can't wait to see that.
You know what I'm saying? Working on it. We got like what music video we working on.
Music video.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously y'all see it. You know what I'm saying? Straight Loss. We got the hoodie. It's in the link.
Oh yeah.
We got the Games Cold to wear a sweater. We got those. We got more stuff coming. But man, I truly just want people to know, like, when you lose, you're not the only one that's lost. That's the whole point of this podcast, right? Because there's so many losses I know we've went through, and we can laugh about it now. It wasn't funny during the moment, but
oh no, of course not. But I mean that definitely shows growth. You know what I'm saying?
But I want the next generation or other guys to know, like, hey, yo, you got your heart broke. So did I. Oh, you lost money in investment? So did I.
That's why I can't go to the casino, boy. I don't like losing no money.
You playing against the house. House never lose, baby. They just want you to come back. It's the reason why it's free drinks.
It ain't enough free drinks
and
in the world.
And they got these people, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. They got people so twisted up in the game that sometimes they might win 20-30% of the time, but at best you're breaking even, and you think, oh man, I know what I'm doing. I know how to beat the game. And I'm like, they got you so wrapped up you don't even see it. And the same thing sometimes relationships. Somebody got you so wrapped up, oh, they would never. And you think that, right? Yeah. And so then it's like, once you find out they did, it's like,
yeah. That's like what I told you the other day. My mama said, she said, you think somebody ain't gonna do nothing until they actually do it. You know?
When they do it, boy, it got me grabbing my chest like Fred Sanford. It's the big one. You all want to face the truth. I think that's the hardest thing. It's like, the hardest thing is facing the truth, man. Because they say the truth will set you free, but sometimes the truth means, accepting the truth means whatever life that you plan is dead now. And you have to kill it. And it's like, oh, yella, like that love or that fantasy in your mind that you had, that you built your future around, you have to take it out back.
Not taking back to the shed. Oh, yella.
It's my dog, Paul. You gotta take that love, everything you gotta go and put it wherever you want to put it in the cage, put in the bucket, whatever you want to put it. It's gonna look at you. No, just hold on. Baby, you need this double barrel.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
But and that's what it is, because again, I ain't gonna lie to you, I've seen some of the darkest of the dark days, man. And I guess when I made these both brands, maybe I should have got something a little better, straight losses. I definitely dealing with some losses. But the game is cold to wear a sweater. It really like resonated with me, and I had that made before I dealt with this last traumatic relationship, man. It's just a reminder of, hey, you might think you got it all figured out, but then eventually something's gonna change, something's gonna switch up. And what are you gonna do? When things don't go your way or how you plan, how you gonna adjust, right? I mean, with the job that we do, you have to adjust on the fly within seconds, right? Whatever plan you had, 3 plans you had could be dead. All right, you got to make a decision. So like within seconds to save lives. So it's like another thing that crosses your mind is like you got to find your why and a reason to go on, because if sometimes we make people our reason, and once we make people our reason and we lose that reason, sometimes people ask, well, what do I have to live for? You feel me? That's pretty serious, right? And so that's why I think it's super important with straight losses, man. Straight losses just reminding, like, hey, we all lost at one point. It's okay, right? But it's not okay to stay in that spot or that position you're at, right? I think one of Tyler Perry, it was in a play that he did, right? And basically Medea said, it's okay. You cry a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Feel sorry for yourself. Don't stay there too long. Don't stay there too long.
We ain't have no pity party.
You know what I'm saying? You eventually gotta move on with your life. If they want to walk out on you, let them go. Let them go. Because one thing I've noticed, or I saw actually firsthand, I think I told you about this story. I saw a girl that I would have gave my whole world to, life to, money, whatever. I seen her run away from me. And I didn't do anything because she had ghosted me for like a month. She saw me. I saw her. I didn't move. She saw me. She ran away. And that was the best thing for me to see. Maybe God was blessing me. I saw that. And so me seeing that means like, why would I ever chase a woman that don't want to be with me? When there's some that will run towards me, right? And that's not even a bragging, nothing like that. It's just like, just go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. But man, that's just how I feel about straight losses. How I feel about the game is cold, so wear a sweater. I mean, I really want to change lives. I really want to like get to know and talk to people. Like, hey, tell me about something that happened, because I have plenty of stories, but I don't want y'all to just listen to me all the time, because I do have a tendency to talk. So I guess it's best that I start talking for the right reasons. Hopefully this motivates you, because I'm back in the gym. You can follow my fitness. It's a IMC time _fit journey. My regular IG is a IMC time, but yeah, you can see my progress and you can see how far I've come the last 3 months. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, it's been some progress made. For sure.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie to you.
My boy out here built like the letter Y, capital.
Man, we just stay locked in, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I did mess up on my diet a little bit. But end of the day, it's like my why has changed multiple times. It went from I'll show you to I'm gonna show me. To I'm gonna show the world. I mean, my whole thing is let them know the game is cold, wear a sweater. Don't matter what you got going through, you can make it through. Protect yourself, protect your heart. This world may be cold, but you don't have to freeze in it.
From my losses, straight losses. Switch up and turn into bosses. No chaser, straight losses. Switch it up, turn to bosses. I'm learning from my losses, straight losses. Switch up and turn into bosses. No chaser, straight losses. Switch it up, turn to bosses. bosses. I'm learning from my losses, straight losses. Switch up and turn into bosses. Bosses.